please put your hands together in welcoming Engineer Yasser Zaghloul, the Group CEO of NMDC Group, along with your moderator, Mousa, Senior Presenter at Forbes Middle East.
Thank you so much, Viwe. Ladies and gentlemen, as we gather here at the Forbes Middle East Sustainability Leaders Summit, under the theme, Guided by Legacy, Committed to Sustainability, we're reminded that the most enduring progress is not just about what we build, but it is about the impact that we leave behind. And so this session is all about taking us to the center of that conversation where growth, purpose, and environmental responsibility intersect. According to PwC, the global ESG-focused assets are expected to exceed $33 trillion by 2026, and that represents 1/5 of total assets under management worldwide. And so for companies across the region, ESG now is becoming a blueprint for resilience, innovation, and long-term value creation. And few organizations embody that vision as powerfully as NMDC Group. And so from delivering some of the world's largest marine and infrastructure projects to advancing sustainable technologies and environmental restoration, NMDC Group continues to set new benchmarks for how development can serve both people and planet. And so I'm excited today to have alongside me the Group CEO of NMDC Group, Engineer Yasser Zaghloul, whose forward-thinking approach has positioned NMDC as a regional and global force in sustainable development. Yasser, it's fantastic to have you with us today.
Shukran, Sari. Thank you for this. Thank you.
Yasser, as has been alluded to by Her Excellency earlier, we often don't think of growth and sustainable development as coexisting. But NMDC Group, of course, operates in sectors where large-scale development really is central. Talk to us about the lessons that we can draw from your experience on how industries can balance ambitious infrastructure growth with climate-conscious practices.
First of all, thank you so much, Sally, for getting me on the stage, and thanks for all attendees. Thanks, Your Excellencies, and ladies and gentlemen. When I get to hear the word of balance, then I remind myself about synchronization. Because if we talk about balance here, I come back to Dr. Sheikha when she said about the paradox. So is it two different aspects or one aspect? In our view in NMDC, if we look back 50 years ago, majority of all giants 50 years ago are disappearing. A few of them are still alive. In short, in our view as well in NMDC, because they didn't grow young. How to grow young? That we stay dynamic with dynamic stability. We grow, but we stay dynamic. We grow, but we keep our legacy. We build on our strengths and we build on our foundation. So for me, it's leadership and strategy. Leadership here, we have to care about our main responsibilities. And if you look at any business leadership responsibilities should be, in our view as well, at least minimum between 4 pillars. You have to make money, so you care about your owners of the business. You have to care about your clients, whoever you deliver jobs for them. And you have to care about the community and society where you work, and you cannot do any of this without caring about your people in the group and the company and people outside. So if you can get this synchronization between the main objectives for the business, and when I say main objective, you cannot just talk about money and you make it as balance between money and sustainability. Without sustainability, you are going to grow maybe for a short period, like the giants I'm talking about 50 years back, and all disappeared. But to stay young, to stay dynamic with stability for sustainable growth, you have to care about all of your responsibilities and synchronize between them, not balancing. I'm not going to make the sustainability as a burden for the business. No, we would like to make it as an opportunity for the business. We would like to make it as a part of our main objectives. So synchronization is not balancing.
I love that you say that, and it really is an opportunity that we all need to tap into. And so I'd love your perspective on this. How companies like NMDC Group and the private sector in general, how can they ensure that ESG is really embedded at the core of their growth, and it's not an afterthought, that they really look for the opportunities in it there?
I believe it has been approved already since we start to our journey for growth. And while we are developing ourselves in our capabilities, so it was very obvious, very clear that it's hand by hand growing your capability within your resources. And to grow your resources, you talk straight away about the cost burden. So all the time you need to optimize. And optimization means opportunities. And whatever optimization we do, it fits very well with sustainability. If now you talk about AI, optimization from AI, straight away you will find the great optimization in resources. What does it mean to have optimization in resources? Less consumptions, less fueling, for example, for our equipments, faster process, faster decision making. What does it mean? Opportunity, making money, more profits, and so on. So it's hand by hand, it's synchronization again.
I love that you're really looking at the opportunities, particularly in technology there as well. But as ESG standards evolve globally, what are the opportunities that you see for companies in the UAE and the region to lead the next wave now in growth through innovation, through collaboration and partnerships?
I believe here it has to be in two directions. One direction to mitigate what happened, and another direction to stop what is coming, which we'll talk about it. When I heard Dr. Amna, and she was talking about that our role to hand over the planet to the next generator better than what we received it. It's a great statement. Even if we cannot do it, if we cannot hand it over better than, at least we hand it over as we received it, as we can. But if we talk about climate change action and the impact happen, erosions has been happening. We are marine, and we are talking about from our side. Erosion had been happening. Bad effect has been happening from flooding, and this is great opportunity to create new solution, a sustainable solution to stop all of that. But in the same time, other side, to avoid the action, the severe action could hurt the planet, same like carbon emission. And this is great opportunity now, as I mentioned before, if you look at majority of our projects now, if not all of our NMDC project, you will find ourselves as busy with energy transition, which is great opportunity for everybody now. We are involved in carbon emission to stop carbon emission or even to absorb more carbon from the weather through different clients. And this is as well great opportunity. By having AI to lead many of the processes to stop more impact on the climate change. It's another opportunity. All of that will require one thing. Keep yourself advanced, not only updated. It means you will be faster than others to lead the change, and that will be 100% reflected into your growth, sustainable growth.
Yeah. Staying at the forefront of the amazing changes that we're seeing coming our way and that are becoming accessible more and more to more organizations as well. As NMDC Group continues to shape some of the region's most ambitious infrastructure and energy projects, and beyond, even beyond the Middle East here. How do you see legacy playing a role in defining sustainability, not just in environmental terms, but as we look at the values, the partnerships, and the impact that a company leaves behind for future generations?
I will talk about this from NMDC perspective, because really we grew up here, and I grew up in NMDC. And we all in NMDC were educated by the environment we grew up in UAE. I remember, and I have to say it now, it came to my mind once you talk about legacy. In one project, I believe that was in 1999.
You're taking us back now, Yasser.
Yes, you talk about legacy.
Yes.
And we had to dig a channel on the southern area, behind us here. And then we found it was one big tree in our way to cut the channel. And our late president, Sheikh Zayed Allah Yarhamu, our founder father, he instructed us to divert the channel to maintain and keep the tree. So we have learned and how we have been educated about sustainability and the ESG even before anybody else was talking about it, and this is the legacy. And because we were educated like that, so we are committed and we are investing in our youth and getting them on the lead to make sure that they protect the environment, to learn from legacy and be committed for the future.
That is such an amazing story to hear that, because it really just shows you that sustainability is in the DNA of the UAE. It is in the DNA of our forefathers, and they are the ones, as you say, Yasser, who taught us what it truly means, who taught us to value everything. And so I want to thank you for sharing that. I want to thank you for sharing your leadership principles and your vision for the future here at the Forbes Middle East Sustainability Leader Summit. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in thanking Engineer Yasser Zaghloul, Group CEO of NMDC Group. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.